Hi, it's Matt from XL Pro PC, and just a quick update on the video that I did yesterday and the video that Louis did yesterday. He's produced a new video that says basically put down your pitchforks, and it might not be as bad as what his other video said it might be. So he won't find out till next week. Is the long and short of it. He just advises people to put down their pitchforks and get away from the Apple Store with your pitchforks, everyone. Yeah, I mean, he sort of apologised for his video for what he said, the way that he kind of said it, and in that respect, maybe I have to apologise if I was fanning the flames a bit on his behalf, but. From what I was reading, from what I heard from him, my honest opinion was, Jesus Christ, he's getting shut down. My apologies if I've been fanning flames on that front. But it has. I watched one of Jessa's videos from iPadRehab as well, and she went on about a repair without using a schematic, and it got me thinking that possibly the problem that they have with the channel is him just showing the schematic, which is obviously copyrighted, etc., etc. So he could still continue to do his work without a schematic, without showing it to us on YouTube, etc. Or if he didn't need to show us something on a schematic, what he could actually do was he could actually produce his own. But I bet Louis could do it from memory, to be honest with you. He could actually produce his own schematic, using whatever symbols he used, whatever symbols he decided to make, or show just sort of block diagrams on a bit of paper, and instead of using the schematic file. And that would be one way around this round if they had problems with the copyrighted schematic diagrams that he's been showing to people. So that's sort of one way from Jessa's video that I figured that if this does all blow over, he might contemplate as a way to get round it, or if it does turn up that that's the issue that they have and he has to take down videos with those schematics in them, that could be a way around it. He could potentially and again, if you've watched any of Louis's videos, what he says is there's a value on the schematic there and it's wrong. It shouldn't be that voltage, it should be this voltage. I know because I've sat there and measured the voltage when it's on a properly working device. So there is basically an option for him to produce his own schematics, his own sort of diagrams, with values on it that he knows is correct. And you can see when he looks at schematics as well that he's always saying, well, this bit here, they must have all been on crack when they wrote it, because it just stops there. And I know it doesn't stop there, it goes off somewhere here, there and everywhere. So that is something that potentially might come about because of this. I mean, as he said, he jumped to the wrong conclusions. He thought the most negative thing that could happen might happen. So from what he's saying in this new video, it could be anything. It could just be them saying, "Hi, we're fans of your work, we're fans of your channel," and maybe Apple had to go through a lawyer to do that. It's totally possible. Put down your pitchforks, step away from the Apple Store, and hopefully, still fingers crossed, everything should be okay. Thank you if you've joined the channel, by the way, as well. And Jesus, if Louis's heart has been racing, my heart's been racing as well. It's I mean, if the worst does come to the worst, there seems to be a contingency plan in place that people have put in place. There are people currently seeding a download on uTorrent. There's quite a lot of seeders on that one, and people sharing that file, and it's basically the whole backlog of Louis's stuff. So, and I've noticed that a few other channels have gone up as well for Louis's stuff, and some more YouTube channels that have basically just copied his stuff. If you have done that, don't monetize it. That would be wrong. But yeah, it's really good that as a community we've come together, and I guess that's one of the things to take from this. Even if the worst does happen, we've come together as a community. We've said, no, go away. And we've people have apparently been pledging him money in support of any legal costs that he may incur because of this. So yeah, that's really it restores your faith in humanity. I mean, he said he wouldn't take any money if that's the case. And to be honest, if it was me in that situation, I would just literally close down my limited company or whatever. I think he's incorporated in the US. I would just shut that down, and then you can create a new one, and they won't be able to follow the trail, as it were. So yeah, there are, he wouldn't, he probably, even though he probably has a bit of money to fight anything that comes his way, if you can't fight Apple. Probably the government wouldn't be able to fight Apple if they tried to sue the government. So the easiest thing is to basically just cut the loss and get on with things. But yeah, hopefully it does not come to that. That's it. If even if you put money towards it, it's like throwing money at a brick wall, I would have thought, in defence of this. We have a decent community. There will always be something that we can do. There'll always be ways that Louis can get his videos out, and I think good luck to you, mate. And hopefully that it isn't what you thought it was and what everyone else with the pitchforks thought it was. So yeah, hopefully that's not the case. But regardless, this has brought attention to the matter. It has stirred up the community. There are people who are passionate about this. There are people who want to improve the situation. And I think it will have. It's about keeping that momentum going as well, so that people keep up the energy, the passion for the right to repair bill. Now is it just shows you how important it is to get that passed in New York State, and hopefully that will next year. There'll be so many more people who back that bill, and who are prepared to meet with senators and basically get that so that it is passed. I say next year. I don't know when the next hearing or meeting of that is, but his video actually might have been a good thing in terms of the right to repair bill. There might be more of a push now. There might be more of a momentum behind it to get that passed. So, and I think that's all I want to say for now. But yeah, there's been a few points that have been raised for me, and yeah, I wanted to apologise if I've been fanning the flames a bit. Sorry, my bad. So yeah, that's it for now. Thank you very much for watching, and good luck, Louis, for next week. Fingers crossed. That's it for now. Thank you. Bye-bye.